In today's video, I'll be showing you how to build this automatic andesite alloy factory with the Create mod. So without further ado, let's get to building. For this build, we'll need an 18 by 21 block foundation. These are all the items we'll be using in today's build. Now, to get andesite alloy, we'll be needing iron nuggets and andesite. And to get those, we can either use diorite and cobblestone, or we can compact flint, gravel, and lava to make andesite. For this build, I'm going to be using the diorite and cobblestone option. And to get diorite, we will be mixing nether quartz and cobblestone. And we can get nether quartz from soul sand, and soul sand we can get from haunting sand, and then we get sand from gravel, which we get from cobblestone. We'll start by placing 12 blocks like this. We'll place drills on top of these blocks. We'll place 7 encased chain drives like this. We'll place 1 belt in front of the drills. We'll place 3 copycat panels on the side. We'll place 3 more on this side as well. We'll place 12 on this side and 6 more on this side. Now we'll waterlog all of the drills. We'll place lava on top like this. We'll extend this belt another 5 blocks. We'll place 1 vertical gearbox here with 2 encased chain drives like this. Then we'll connect up 4 millstones since they can be powered by a shaft through the bottom or on the sides. We'll place 2 blocks on the end to stop cobblestone from flying off the belt. We'll place input andesite funnels for the millstones on this side and outputs on this side. We'll break these 5 blocks and replace them with a mechanical belt. We'll break these 3 blocks. We'll place 1 shaft here, 1 on this belt. We'll place 2 encased chain drives like this, and then 3 more here. And then this will connect the power from this belt over to this one, and we'll use this encased chain drive later. We'll place 1 item vault here with a brass funnel on the output side and an andesite funnel on the input side. We'll break out these 10 blocks and replace them with a belt. We'll place 1 shaft here and 2 gearboxes to connect power from this belt over to this one. We'll replace these 5 blocks with shafts. We'll make 3 more 5 block long mechanical belts here. We'll place 2 shafts like this and vertical gearboxes on both sides of each shaft. Then we'll place 1 more shaft here with vertical gearboxes on both sides. Then we'll place a crushing wheel on top of each of the vertical gearboxes. We'll place 2 3-block long mechanical belts like this. We'll place 1 item vault in the middle. We'll place 3 andesite funnels inputting into the vault. We'll connect the power from this belt to this one using a gearbox here. And we'll do the same thing for this belt on the opposite side. Then we'll place 3 brass tunnels like this to distribute the items between each of the sets of crushing wheels. Now that we have the cobblestone being turned into gravel and the gravel being turned into sand, clay, and flint, the next step is to turn that sand into soul sand. To do that, we'll start by extending this item vault by 1 block. We'll place 2 output brass funnels on both sides like this. Now this funnel is where we'll be outputting the clay and flint into lava since we don't need it. To do that, we'll right click our list filter. We'll set the filter to only allow flint and clay balls. Then we'll click done, and you'll use the filter on the funnel. Now this funnel will output the sand so we can use the encased fan to turn it into soul sand. To do that, we'll break out these 4 blocks. We'll place an encased fan connected to this drive and a soul campfire here. And you'll want to make sure this is a soul campfire, not just soul fire, because the soul fire would actually burn the items, but the campfire doesn't. Next, we'll want to place an item vault here so we have somewhere for the soul sand to get into once it's done haunting. And we'll set this brass funnel to only input soul sand. Next, we'll need to wash the soul sand into nether quartz with a byproduct of gold nuggets. We'll place a brass funnel here. We'll place water here so the encased fan is able to wash the soul sand. Now we'll break out these 8 blocks. We'll place 2 shafts, 2 gearboxes, and then 2 more shafts like this. We'll place an encased fan on the end. We'll place a 2-block item vault here. We'll place an input brass funnel under this item vault. Then we'll use the list filter to only allow nether quartz and gold nuggets to be inputted into this vault. Next, we'll drop the gold nuggets that we get from washing the soul sand out into lava on this side, since we won't be using them for this build. Next, we'll break these 8 blocks and replace them with a mechanical belt. Then we'll place 2 shafts like this to connect power up to the belt. We'll place a 2-block item vault here with an andesite funnel inputting from the conveyor. Next, we'll place 16 blocks like this. We'll place 8 drills on top of the blocks. We'll place a mechanical belt in front of the drills. We'll place 9 encased chain drives like this. We'll place 3 gearboxes here and make this one vertical. Then we'll extend this belt to connect it to this gearbox. Then we'll extend the belt by another block. We'll place 3 copycat panels on this side, 3 on this side. We'll place 8 on top of the drills, and we'll place 16 on the other side of the drills. We'll place an item vault here, and we'll remove this copycat panel so we can place an input andesite funnel into the vault. Then we'll place 3 blocks under it like this. We'll waterlog each of the mechanical drills. Then we'll place lava on top like this. Now this cobblestone that we're making is going to be used for mixing the nether quartz into diorite. It'll be used to mix with the diorite into andesite, and we'll use it to make gravel for the iron nuggets so we can have andesite alloys. Now we'll place 8 blocks like this, and to craft the cobblestone and nether quartz into diorite, we'll be using mechanical crafters. And to feed the mechanical crafters with items, we'll be using mechanical arms. Now to get the items for the mechanical arms, we'll place 2 depots here. We'll place output brass funnels onto each depot. We'll place 4 more blocks like this. We'll place 4 mechanical crafters, making sure this one is facing down for the output, and then this one faces into this one. And then the top 2 face down. And then we'll place another set of mechanical crafters. We'll place the output here. We'll place the one on the side going into this one. And then we'll place 2 more facing down. We'll place 2 item vaults with chutes above to catch the items. Then we'll place copycat panels around the chutes like this, because the mechanical crafter, when it outputs the items, they don't always land in the same spot. And these panels will just keep them from going away from the chutes. Now to give the items into the mechanical crafters, we'll place an andesite funnel on the back of each mechanical crafter. For the first mechanical arm, we'll right click this depot to know where to take the items from. Then we'll right click these 4 andesite funnels in this diagonal pattern. And if you don't do the pattern like this, then the diorite won't craft, since each of the same item needs to be diagonally across from each other when crafting it. Then we'll place that first mechanical arm here. Then we'll take items from this depot with the second mechanical arm, and we'll right click these 4 andesite funnels so it knows where to input the cobblestone. Then we'll place this arm right next to the previous one. Then to get power to the mechanical arms and crafters, we'll place 1 vertical gearbox here. We'll place 2 encased chain drives, 2 cogwheels to connect up the arms. We'll place 1 vertical gearbox here with a shaft and then a cogwheel to connect up all of the crafters. Now we'll place an 11 block long mechanical belt like this. We'll place another 2 block long one here with a gearbox connecting up the 2 belts. We'll place an output brass funnel to drop the excess cobblestone onto this belt. We'll place 2 basins here with mechanical mixers on top. We'll place 1 shaft, 1 vertical gearbox, 1 more shaft, and a cogwheel to connect up power to this belt. Then we'll take the cobblestone from this belt and input it into these 2 basins. And then that cobblestone will mix with the diorite to become andesite. We'll place another 3 block long mechanical belt here with an output andesite funnel from this vault and an input from these 2. Then we'll break out these 9 blocks to get under the basins. We'll place 1 shaft here with 2 encased chain drives to connect up this belt to this one. We'll place 2 output brass funnels underneath the mixers. We'll place 4 more encased chain drives here with a 2 block long mechanical belt like this. Then we'll actually filter the 2 brass funnels underneath the basins to only output andesite. Then we'll connect up a diagonal mechanical belt like this. Now we'll place a 3 block long item vault with an andesite funnel to have the andesite go into. We'll break out these 4 blocks and place 2 encased chain drives and 3 shafts like this. Then we'll place another 2 encased chain drives here. We'll place 1 shaft and then connect up these 2 shafts with a belt. Then we'll use this belt to bring the excess cobblestone to the other millstones so we can grind it down into gravel so we can turn that into iron nuggets to mix with the andesite to make the andesite alloy. We'll extend this encased chain drive by another block. Now we'll actually remove this encased chain drive and place 3 more like this. Then we'll place 2 shafts here with a mechanical belt connecting them up. We'll place 3 millstones and 1 block on the end here to keep items from flying off the belt. Then we'll place 3 input andesite funnels on this side and 3 output on this side. Now we'll place a 3 block long item vault here. We'll place an input brass funnel like this. We'll place 3 copycat panels like this. We'll waterlog this copycat panel. We'll place 3 more encased chain drives like this, connecting up to an encased fan to pull the items into this brass funnel. Then we'll want to filter this brass funnel to only allow iron nuggets and flint, since that's what we get from washing gravel. We'll use a brass funnel here to output the flint that we won't use into lava. Now we'll place 2 cogwheels here, 2 shafts, and a vertical gearbox to connect power from these crafters over to the mixers. Now we'll place a 6 block long mechanical belt here. We'll place a basin with a mixer on top like this. We'll place an output brass funnel filtered to only output iron nuggets. Then we'll place an input andesite funnel into this basin. Then we'll connect a mechanical belt from here over to here. We'll place 1 shaft and a gearbox to connect power from this belt to this one. We'll place an output brass funnel here to output the andesite. We'll place an input andesite funnel here to input the andesite into this basin. Then we'll filter it to only output andesite alloy. We'll place a 2x2x2 block item vault here. And we'll place an input andesite funnel to input the andesite alloy from the belt into the vault. Now we won't actually be getting as many iron nuggets as we are andesite. And so we don't clog up the system, we can actually place item vaults like this. Then we can place a brass tunnel to split the andesite between these 2 areas here. Then we can have an andesite funnel inputting into the vault. Or if you didn't want the extra andesite, you could just add more iron nuggets to make it all into andesite alloy. Now to get easier access to the items inside the vault, we'll place 2 double chests here. We'll place 2 chutes with 2 output brass funnels into the chests. And now it'll be much easier to access the items since you can't manually open an item vault. Now the final thing left to do is to build a level 3 steam engine so we can get power to all of these machines. To do that, we'll place 3 blaze burners here. We'll place a 2x2x3 block fluid tank on top. We'll place a mechanical pump facing this direction and a fluid pipe on top to input into the fluid tank. Then we'll place a Copycat panel here to contain the water, and then we'll place an infinite water source underneath this mechanical pump. We'll place 3 steam engine blocks here connected up to shafts. Then we'll connect those shafts up with encased chain drives. We'll place 1 cogwheel here, 2 encased chain drives like this, and 2 more here. Now we'll place 2 item vaults here. We'll break out these 5 blocks and place a mechanical belt here. We'll place 1 gearbox and 2 shafts like this. We'll place an input brass funnel here and an output here. We'll filter to output empty buckets and input full buckets. We'll place 6 fluid pipes here. We'll place cauldrons on top of each. We'll place 6 blocks above like this. We'll place Copycat panels on each side to contain the lava. We'll place a pointed dripstone under each block. We'll place lava on top of each block. We'll place a spout here. We'll place 3 fluid pipes here with a mechanical pump inputting into this spout. We'll place a rotation speed controller like this with a large cogwheel on top. We'll place 3 encased chain drives here. We'll place 4 more to connect up this belt to this encased chain drive. We'll place 2 cogwheels here and a gearbox to connect the power from this drive to this mechanical pump. We'll place 1 input brass funnel here, 1 output onto a depot. This one will filter to only output lava buckets, and this one will filter to input buckets. We'll right click each blaze burner with the mechanical arm in our hand to set the destination of the lava. We'll right click the depot to let the mechanical arm know where to take the lava bucket from. And we'll right click this brass funnel so it knows where to put the empty bucket back after it gets used. Then we'll place down the mechanical arm to connect up to this cogwheel. Now we'll manually heat each of the blaze burners. We'll place a lava bucket down here and a bucket inside the vault. We'll set the rotation speed controller to 256 RPM counterclockwise. Then we'll also need to connect up this belt to this encased chain drive with a shaft. We'll also need to use a shaft here to connect up this belt. Then to start the water, we'll place a large cogwheel here with a hand crank on top. We'll temporarily remove this cogwheel. We'll start this hand crank until the whole system starts working. Then once it does, quickly put back the cogwheel. Then you can break this large cogwheel and hand crank. We'll actually need to connect up this belt here to power. To do that, we'll extend this belt by a block and place a gearbox here. As you can see, these drills aren't actually spinning, and to fix that, we can place a shaft here. Now we can see that this cobblestone is being milled into gravel. That gravel is being crushed, and the gravel that's getting crushed is getting turned into sand, and that sand is getting haunted into soul sand, and that soul sand is going into here. We'll actually need to place an andesite funnel here so we can output the nether quartz from this vault onto this belt. As you can see, this stone is being drilled. The mechanical arms are putting items into the mechanical crafters, which are crafting the diorite. The mixers are mixing the diorite and cobblestone. The andesite is getting into this vault. As you can see, this belt isn't spinning, so to fix that, we'll place a shaft on this belt right here, and then a gearbox here. Now as you can see, it's splitting the andesite between the 2 belts. We'll also need to connect up power to this mechanical mixer by placing a vertical gearbox with 2 cogwheels attached like this. Now as you can see, there's andesite going into this chest and andesite alloy going into this one. This is the finished build. Don't forget to leave a comment down below with what you would like to see me build next. And while you're down there, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.